All right, first and foremost, we want to say, Call Allah, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, which means all praise goes to the Father, Yahweh, in the name of his Son, Yahweh Shah, who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ. We're the Hebrew Israelites, sons of God, Alabama. I'm Brother Gideon Bun Israel.
Brother Ezekiel.
Brother Tobias.
Here with another lesson today. And the topic of the day, we're going to be dealing with Islam. We're going to be showing a little history on where this all began. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be seeing if this of the Lord, is this the right thing, the right customs and practices that our people should be following? You know what I'm saying? Is this something that we should, as a nation of people, be looking into? Because we're seeing a lot of our brothers and sisters, a lot of big, high profile celebrities, you know what I'm saying, that's starting to convert to this religion. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see, is this the religion our people should be, you know what I'm saying, trying to get into? So we're going to open up with Isaiah 59, verse 10.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 10. We grope for the wall like the blind, and we grope as if we had no eyes. We stumble at noonday as in the night. We are in desolate places as dead men.
You know, that's how we are as a nation of people, man. We groping. Why? Because our people, we as a nation, we are well, we are spiritually blind, man. So we looking, we groping, man. You groping for something like a physical blind person. He groping for something, he looking for something to that he can grab, that he can touch, that he can hold on to, that can guide him, right? And that's what we're doing spiritually. We're looking for something that we can hold on to, something that's ours, something that we feel like belongs to us as a nation to guide us. But what we grabbing, we groping and holding on to the wrong things, man. We understand that our people, we want to get away. We want to try to move away from Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Because we see that Christianity ain't nothing but the our personal religion. So you know what I'm saying? We look for any other thing to try to find some type of identity. Why? Because we as a nation of people, we've been robbed of our heritage, so we don't know which way to turn, man. So what do our people do after, you know what I'm saying, they look into Christianity, then they see that that's not the right religion to be in. So what do they turn to? Most of our people, man, then they turn to Islam, they turn to being a Muslim, man. But that's the wrong religion to be into. But that's just another religion of another one of our oppressors, of another one of our enemies, man. In the Arab, they hate you too. They don't they don't love our nation, man. You know what I'm saying? They hate our nation just as much as the so-called white man. Matter of fact, they was listed when you read the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter. They was listed as our number two enemy. You know what I'm saying? So we go from one enemy's religion, one nation of people religion that hate us, then we go and grab on to another nation of people that religion that hate us too. So we finna get some history, a little history on how this religion began, get a little history on how people, you know what I'm saying, became Muslim. So read the article, unless you got something to say.
Stop calling out. When did Islam begin? Islam has a rich and complex history. It is important for Muslims to know that the history surrounding Islam, which is why we put together this article, which covers the very beginning of Islam and how the religion was spread far and wide by the prophets, sharing the teachings of Allah. When was Islam founded? One of the most commonly asked questions about the history of Islam is when did Islam begin? Its origins can be tracked back to 610 AD, which is when the Prophet Muhammad first saw the angel Jibril and shared the words of Allah. Prophet Muhammad was born in 570 AD in Mecca.
Salaki, we see that's a lot right there. 'Cause they just call Muhammad a prophet, but is Muhammad a prophet? We're gonna see who the prophets come from. Give me Amos 2 verse 11. They consider Muhammad is Islam. Muhammad is considered this great prophet, but we're gonna see who the prophets descend from, who the prophets came from, who the Most High God of the heavens and earth created to be prophets. Right. So Amos 2 verse 11.
I got y'all. It's the book of Amos, chapter 2, and verse 11. And I raised up your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel, saith the Lord?
Right. So the prophets come from the nation of Israel, man. And Muhammad, he's not a descendant from the nation of Israel. He's a what we would call would be an Arab. You know what I'm saying? So how can he be a prophet of God and angels appearing to him? That's a lie right off the bat, right there. And if he's a so-called prophet, I haven't read any prophecies that Muhammad prophesied of. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard of any. If any of you brothers heard any prophecy that Muhammad so-called prophesied that would happen and came to pass?
Uh-uh.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Come. So how is he a prophet of God? You know what I'm saying? But they put him in this position, man. You know what I'm saying? Position that he's misleading our people, man. Because this is an Arab religion. So we as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we should not be following behind Arab religion, man. So continue to read out.
Prophet Muhammad was born in 570 AD in Mecca, Arabia. His parents were Abdullah and Matilid and Amina bint Wahb. He had 13 wives, 2 of whom bore him children. Prophet Muhammad is considered to be the last of the 25 prophets Allah selected to spread his teachings. In 610 AD, Muhammad and his wife Khadijah lived in Mecca, which was ruled by Quraysh. Khadijah was a wealthy widow who held a considerable amount of influence in the city of Mecca, which was a very successful trading area. The city was in control of major trade routes that stretched from Arabia to Syria and Yemen. At the time, it was common for people living across the Arabian Peninsula to be polytheistic and to believe in several different gods who they thought protected their prosperous trade. Muhammad frequented a cave in Mount Hira to meditate in an attempt to see clarity after he started hearing voices and having visions. On occasion, when Muhammad was in his cave meditating, the angel Jibril descended upon Muhammad and told him that there was in fact only one God and his name was Allah. Muhammad was a merchant and could not read or write, but the angel Jibril instructed him to recite the words of Allah. Muhammad was able to recite what the angel Jibril was relaying to him. And after
You said he
reciting,
was able to do what?
Muhammad was able to recite what the angel Jibril was relaying to him. And after reciting the first passages of what would later go on to be the Quran, Muhammad found the teachings to be profound. He confided
So
in his
basically,
wife.
the Quran is just what a recitation or a watered down version of the scripts, because everything Muhammad learned, they just say he couldn't read or write, so he was learning and picking up the things that he was so-called teaching from the Hebrew Israelites, man. So they were basically was stealing our customs and our beliefs and how we worship our God, and you know what I'm saying, put their own little twist to it and made their own religion. Because they say before Muhammad, the Arabs or whatever was worshiping many gods, man. So he got them all into worshiping one God, like the Hebrew Israelites, right? Because there's only one true God. So continue on.
He confided in his wife following the encounter, Salaki, and she supported him unwaveringly. This night is now called Lalat Qadir, or the Night of Power, and is believed to have fallen on the 27th night of the 9th lunar month. However, some scholars argue this point, stating that this could have fallen on any of the odd numbered nights over the last 10 days of Ramadan. Over time,
Stop
Muhammad
right there.
served.
Somebody give me Galatians 1 verse 8. Galatians 1 verse 8, because he said angel came in, so-called angel came and taught the prophet Muhammad. That's how he came up with this religion. But this is a false religion. So let's see what the scriptures say. If an angel come and teach you something other than what the scriptures is saying, let's see what the scriptures say, how you're supposed to treat that person. So Galatians 1 verse 8.
The book of Galatians, chapter 1 and verse 8. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed.
So Prophet Muhammad is a curse, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not the gospel, the gospel, they so-called gospel that comes from Islam. That's not the gospel that the prophets you know what I'm saying, taught. That's not the gospel of Yahushua, man. That's a different gospel. And he trying to say an angel came and taught that to him. So we understand through the scripture right there that that's not of the Lord, man. That's a false religion. And the scripture just say, let him be accursed. So we shouldn't be following as a nation of people, you know what I'm saying, Black, Spanish, and Native American, we shouldn't be following behind, you know what I'm saying, this religion. Like you said, we see a lot of our celebrities, you know what I'm saying, converting to this false religion. One of the most recent ones, you know what I'm saying, high profile boxer by the name of Javante Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the most recent black celebrities that done converted to this religion, man. Then we have other celebrities like Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying, who recently converted. I think he converted from his father taught it to him or whatever. Now they whole block, they whole little neighborhood is so-called Muslims now, man. So you know what I'm saying? These religions have our people going out. And then when you look at, you know what I'm saying, other celebrities, I was looking up, you have people like I think Ice Cube is a Muslim. Jay Electronica is a Muslim. You got people like T-Pain. And I think Dave Chappelle, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Our people are going to hell off, following this false religion, man. But like we said, we're searching and seeking for some type of identity to call our own, man, because we've been stripped of our heritage. So our people, like we said, trying to get away from the false religion of Christianity, but then you get away from that, and you just go to another false religion, man, that's not of the Most High God.
Let me get a script.
Come on.
All right, going along with you saying about us trying to find our way. It's just one of the curses that were mentioned in Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and I think it's 28 and 29. Yeah, 28 and 29. Going along with the first scripture pull Isaiah. I do it. Isaiah will quote Deuteronomy 28.
Say
28
Deuteronomy
29.
28 and 29.
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind groping in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall say, come.
And that's the thing. We grope in this darkness. We trying to find our way, but we choosing these different religions. Like you say, we went from Christian, then now we go to Muslim, and then and like 29 said, we doing all this, but we won't prosper in our way, and we're gonna be only oppressed and spoiled even more because just thinking about the people that you just named, Lil Durk, Ice Cube, all these people that by choosing this religion is not helping our people at all. You know, like somebody like Lil Durk, they still making wicked music. You know, they still doing wicked things. Ice Cube, he putting out wicked entertainment. So by them choosing to be Muslim, you see it don't help our people none. So they still groping in the darkness. You know, we still looking for some kind of identity. But because of the curse that God put on us, it put us in madness and blindness, and we just confused. We're confused people. We just looking for something to hold on to, but accept the laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right. Right, like I was saying, man, you know what I'm saying? How people go into anything except doing what we supposed to do. Like you said, let's keep God's law, man. We just come back to keeping these laws, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we will start to, you know what I'm saying, prosper as a nation, even when it comes to the black community, man. If we keep this one law of that Leviticus 19, verse 17, man, that will change our communities, or you know what I'm saying, the black communities overnight, man. We will start killing each other, we will start robbing each other. All of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, we know the so-called white man is oppressing us as a nation, but in our neighborhoods, it's not. I don't see no white people in our neighborhoods breaking into our houses, man. I don't see the white man in our neighborhood on the blocks gang banging. I don't see the white people in our neighborhood on the block selling drugs, even though we know we get the drugs. It's supplied from them, but they not in our neighborhood per se pushing it. It's our own people that's doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? That goes to show you we have a hate for our own nation of people, and all we got to do is come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, and that'll solve that issue overnight. But that's something our people don't want to do, man. We want to do everything but keep God's laws, man. So, right.
Let me get that Proverbs chapter 4, verse 1 and 2, man.
Is that Proverbs 4?
Yeah, sorry, verse 1 through 2.
is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 1. Hear ye children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law.
Man. So as you were saying, I mean, our people don't want to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. The Most High said He gave us good doctrine, man, to not to forsake His law, man. So our people, man, they don't want to come back to keeping the holy days. They don't want to come out of eating those unclean foods, man. And, partying on Friday and Saturday night. But they don't want to keep the Sabbath, man. They don't want to keep the laws of the Most High. So going with the world, man, going with another religion, man. I mean, you afforded freedom. You know what I'm saying? So going with another false religion like Islam, man. I mean, how many brothers, man, face the critique like Kanye and like Kyrie Irving, man, just for making mention of the fact of who we are, man. You know what I'm saying? The world is more accepting of you, man. If you go into another false religion, such as Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Egyptology, and all that stuff, man. You're not going to face the critique in this world that you face by coming back to your nationality as an Israelite. So it's simpler for people, man, who don't want to stand up and really do what's right by keeping God's laws to go into these various religions, man. That's why we're in the conditions we're in now, man. That's why we at the bottom, because our people want to be like the other nations. You know what I'm saying? Want to do the things they do, want to keep their religions. As you said, I mean, Islam is just another false religion forced on us by oppressors, man. The majority of our people that convert nowadays, man. I was reading an article earlier about they said like 80% of religious conversions in prisons is to Islam, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our people, man, they in and out of the so-called justice system, and they go inside, man, and they hook up and they learn this false religion, man, as though it's the truth. Well, the reason they in that condition in the first place, man, is because they rejected the Most High's laws. So they were put in that environment. You know what I'm saying? So the key to it, let's get that Proverbs 21 and I believe 16. Or Proverbs 21:16.
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding should remain in the congregation of the dead.
And what's that understanding, man? The understanding of the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, man. So if you wandering out and going to try to do something else other than what the Most High told us to do, you're gonna remain in the congregation of the spiritual dead, man. Although you may be physically walking around, spiritually, you dead. You're like a walking zombie. You know what I'm saying? So Islam cannot save you, man, from the things that are coming upon this earth, man. Yeah, I know we keep harping about it, but you look in the news, man, you see everything that's going on in the Red Sea. The Most High is mustering the host of the battle, man. He's gathering these nations so that He can judge them round about for what they did to His people, man. Not because His people are, Muslims or Christians. What they doing to His people, man, is come back to their nationality as Israelites, man. So all the things that's occurring on this earth now, man, is to save His people from the nations that have basically spoiled us, man. Destroyed us in various religions, forced on us homosexuality and all these other unclean things, man. The Most High gonna send His Son back to save us from that, man. And one of those things He's gonna save us from is our people converting to Islam, man. That is not the way.
All right. Somebody give me Jeremiah 2, verse 11. Like, and then even when you go into it and look into the word Islam, Islam means to submit to the will of God. But you not submit to the will of God when you follow this religion. You know what I'm saying? You submit to your oppressor, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the will of God that all people should be Muslims, man. That's not the will of God. But the will of God is what? Psalms 48. Ezekiel, give me Psalm 48. Tobias, you got that Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it up.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 11. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which do not profit.
That's right, man. So, you know what I'm saying? These nations, these other nations as a whole, they're not going around changing their guys. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping the guys that they worship that was passed down from their ancestors, from their forefathers. They're still worshiping the guys of their nation. But what we do, we as a nation, we left our glory, which is, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying, through his son Yahweh Shah. We left that to go worship these other nation guys. And it just said they are no guys, and it's going to do us, it's going to be no help. It's not going to help us as a
Uh,
nation of people to worship, you know what I'm saying, these other nation God, whether it's Christianity. If you're in Christianity, you worshiping another nation God. If you in Islam, you worship another nation God. If you are in Buddhism, you worship another nation God, man. And all those things are not going to profit our people. Only thing going to profit our people is to do it. Like we're going to come back to these law, statutes, and commandments. That's the only thing that's going to profit us as a nation, as a whole, and for us to get out of these conditions that we're in, man. So read that Psalms 40, verse 8.
this is the book of Psalms, chapter 40, verse 8. I delight to do thy will, O my God. Yea, thy law is within my heart.
So that's the will of God, man. The will of God, will of the Most High is not to be us. The will of God to keep these laws, statutes, commandments, faith in Yahweh Shah, man. Not to be following behind Islam, not to be following behind no false prophet, Muhammad, who never prophesied anything. So how is he a prophet when he has not one prophecy that anybody can pull up and say, okay, these are the prophecies of Muhammad, and show us how they came to pass. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody pull that up nowhere. So why does this dude has been labeled as a great prophet, man? It makes no sense, right? And we know he's not a prophet of God anyway. We just read earlier the prophets of the Most High come from through the nation, the seed, the lineage of the nation of Israel, man. So, all right, y'all brother got something?
Yeah, let me get that Judith 5 and 20, man.
Said what up?
Judith chapter 5, verse 20. I mean, this is basically, man, what the nations are doing to us right here, man. What they're looking at.
You say 5 and 20?
Yeah.
All right. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
So that's how that's how the nations were able to overcome us, man. That's why Esau overcame us. That's why Ishmael overcame us, and pretty much all the other nations, man. Is because we erred from the way of keeping the laws of the Most High. If we had kept the laws of the Most High, as it said, our power would defend us. You know what I'm saying? So going into Islam and these other religions isn't going to get you that defense from the Most High, man. The only way for the Most High to defend you is if you come back and do what He told us to do, which is keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. So the other
That's
nations
right.
know these things. That's why they keep us in sin, man. That's why they keep trying to fill you with pork and all these unclean foods. That's why they keep, trying to get our women, turning themselves out, being thoughts, hoes, and all that stuff, man. And our young men in the streets killing one another, man, because they know as long as they keep us away from law, statutes, commandments, and you see, ain't nobody making a big deal out of, as I was saying earlier, man. If you convert to Islam, because they know you convert to Islam, yeah. I mean, the Muslims, they use the first 5 books, the Torah, but they not worshiping the true God of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? As I just got finished saying, man, Muhammad is not he's not a prophet. The Most High raised his prophets from the sons of Israel, man, of which Muhammad is not one. So you going off into these teachings that the Muslims have, man, that's just taking you further away from the Most High. That's just extending our time here in captivity. You know what I'm saying? So if our people is to turn away from false religions, man, Christianity is is the number one, and then Islam is the number two, man. If our people just spend all that time and energy they spend, man, going out and chasing these false religions and stuff, man, and just come back and keep the laws so we can get the hell out of here, man. The Most High, he'll send his son back, man. That's all I got,
Hey,
bro.
let me get that. Let me get that. 2 Corinthians 11:14. So it's a reason. It's a reason why why they like you brought out that scripture in Judaism. Then it's a reason
Uh,
they know something that our people don't know, and it's a reason they know it.
uh, this is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 14. And no marvel, the Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
In
Therefore, it
15.
is no great thing. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
So Satan has transformed himself into an angel of light. So the people that he used, they gonna look like minister of righteousness, and they
Con,
know that
Uh,
we are a confused, lost people. So all they gotta do is trick us with smooth word, find something that tickle our ears. They get these brothers that sound educated. They done been through these Christian schools. They ain't got these degrees, and they sound good preaching us a doctrine that the laws are done away with. Like you brought up earlier, we can eat whatever we want to eat, and that feel good to us to not have to change nothing that we do. And
con,
and you preach us a message that Jesus done died, and we still can be saved. We once saved, always saved. So they get these ministers that look like they preaching righteousness and keep us in a destroyed state of mind. So when we see these people and they give us the feel good doctrine, we don't have no need we don't have no want or need to change. So when we see all these celebrities, like Gideon brought out early, we see all these celebrities, man, they choosing all these different religions. We looking for some, so we looking up to these people, so we think, hey, that got to be the way to go.
right.
If Ice Cube a Muslim, it got to be some true about it. Lil Durk, my favorite rapper, so hey, he a Muslim, then I can't then be wrong with it. And they still
Con,
keeping our people in a sinful state of mind to where, like the scripture just said, the end is gonna be according to their works. They're not doing the will of God, so they get all these people that follow them, and all of them gonna follow them into damnation.
con. Right, man. Like you said, man, they got like you said, bro, like some of these leaders that, what I'm saying, misleading our people, what I'm saying, people like, Malcolm X. You'll look at somebody like that, that's powerful speaker, man. That man, what I'm saying, you
Mm-hmm.
go back and look at his speech that he had, man, you as a black person, you will see something like that, and you'll want to follow behind that, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a very powerful, he spoke well, you know what I'm saying? His mannerism was well and everything. And our people see stuff like that. They be like, man, you know what I'm saying? They got to be the way, you know what I'm saying? He's able to get all these so-called black men together, you know what I'm saying? And they walking around in they suits and ties, you know what I'm saying? And our people see that and they want to be a part of stuff like that. But the thing is, Malcolm X, he knew he was an Israelite, man. You go back and look at that speech he did, I think it called Valley of the Dry Bones, man. So he knew that the black so-called, I know he at least knew that the so-called black man was the true Jews, and he knew those small heads over there was not the people, man. But what he still chose to follow behind a false religion, and he misled many people. You know what I'm saying? So somebody bring out Isaiah 9 verse 5. No, 9 verse 16. Isaiah 9 verse 16. We look at people like Minister Louis Farrakhan too. You know what I'm saying? I think he even know that we are the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? He be speaking a lot against those small heads too. But what they still doing, they're still following a false religion, man. And they still misleading our people into falling behind their ways and following and serving a false God. So Isaiah 9:16.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
Right, man. So the leaders of our people, Malcolm Mason was the leader of our people. Now, Louis Farrakhan, leader of our people, man, they causing us error, man. They causing us to go off because, you know what I'm saying, they not teaching us the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. They're teaching us to serve another God, a false God, man. What's the judgment for us serving false God, man, the penalty and judgment of that is to be put to death, man. So they got a lot of blood on their hands, even though they're powerful, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they, you know what I'm saying, like willfully doing this on purpose, or you know what I'm saying. We never know if they, you know what I'm saying, do they really got love for our people? Are they being paid to you know what I'm saying, mislead our people? Either way it go, man, if they don't repent from that, they're still going to be put the judgment of them, no matter how powerful, how good of a speaker they are. You know what I'm saying? They going to have to be put to death. And the people that's falling behind them, going off, are going to have to be put to death too if you don't repent from that sin, man. So we got to, you know what I'm saying, look, we got to try the spirit by the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to see as these, when we look at leaders of our people, we got to try them and see if they really of God, man, because you can't just go on how eloquent, you know what I'm saying, how eloquent they can speak, because the scripture tell you to be not deceived, you know what I'm saying, through vain words, man. And a lot of our people are so gullible, you know what I'm saying, they look at, you know what I'm saying, leaders like that, we get deceived, man. We got people that deceiving, leaders of our people deceiving us to follow Christianity, and leaders of our people deceiving us to follow this false religion, Islam. And both of these religions are cursed religions that the scripture said we was going to fall into, man, when we broke the commandments. So let's bring that out in Deuteronomy 28:64. Show you that, like I brought out earlier too, Islam and Christianity are the two main religions that's in the world right now, man. They're the two main religions that our people are into, our people are falling behind, and that's a curse put on us that we was going to be scattered amongst these other nations serving these false religions. So bring that up.
This is a book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even to the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Right, man. What that wood represent, that wooden cross, man. Christian, the symbol for Christianity, man. And what that stone represents, man, that the cobblestone, you know what I'm saying, that they got in what they call the unholy city Mecca, where is it located in Saudi Arabia? You know what I'm saying? They worship, they damn near worship that stone as a god. Got that cubic structure up there. You know what I'm saying? That they gotta go to and make their highs, because in Islam, I think it's like five things that they gotta do, 5 things that Muslims have to do in their lifetime. One of the things they have to do is go travel to make their pilgrims and highs to the Mecca, to walk around that cobblestone and basically worship that, man. So that's going the hell off, man. Leviticus 26 verse 1.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 1. Ye shall make you no idols, nor graven images, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it. For I am the Lord your God.
So they going directly against what the scriptures say, man. They go to show you that's a false religion. That religion is not of God, man, because they got that image up, they got that stone up. They say it was a meteor. So the saying goes, it was a meteor that fell from the sky. They got in there, they worshiping, man. They be sticking their head all through it. They be kissing it. They be bowing down. They be praying to it, man, a damn stone, man. You know what I'm saying? Our God, our power did not give us no damn stone to be bowing down and worshiping, man. They worshiping something that they have more power than, man. There's no power in that stone. That stone can not do good or evil, man. But yet you bowing down worshiping something that you have more power than. What sense did that make, man? The Lord did not give us no image or nothing nothing for us to erect, for us to be bowed down and worship, man. That's going the hell off, man. That's not of the Lord. That's a sin, man. You know, so you got something about. Bring out Wisdom of Solomon 13, verse 10.
Wisdom of Solomon. You say Wisdom of Solomon 13:10? This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and verse 10. But miserable are they, and in dead things is their hope, who call them gods, which are the works of men's hands, gold and silver, to show art in, and resemblance of beasts, or a stone good for nothing, the work of an ancient hand.
What did it say the stone was for?
A stone good for nothing.
So that stone that they over there worshiping as if it has some type of power, as if it's some type of God or something. Said William Book of Wisdom Solomon said the stone is good for nothing, but they take these things as gods, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get hey, y'all finish reading that article, man.
Come. Over time, Muhammad started receiving more messages from Allah through the angel Jibril. He began sharing some of the teachings he was being told and attracted a small following. But Arabia was still predominantly polytheistic, and many people became angry at Muhammad because they brought pagan gods, protected their trade, and were afraid of what might happen to their livelihood, so they believe in Muhammad's monotheistic teachings. For the most part, although many people did not agree with Muhammad, his wife's societal standing protected him from persecution. But when she died in 16 AD, his uncle Banu Hashim clan chief Abu Talib died the same year, the year of sorrow. He became vulnerable to attacks. He and his followers faced physical assaults. As a consequence, had no choice but to move to Medina. The move is known as Hijra and happened in 62 AD. Muhammad was invited to Medina by state leaders in an attempt to bridge the differences between different clans living in Medina, mainly the Arab and Jewish. Muhammad was brought in to offer advice and delegation as a neutral outsider. In exchange for his adjudication duties, Muhammad and his followers were afforded the freedom to practice their religion and be protected. Returned to Mecca. In 628 AD, Muhammad returned to Mecca. On his way, he was intercepted by Quraysh, but they agreed to a treaty called Hudaybiyah Treaty. This meant the Quraysh recognized and respected Muhammad and the religion of Islam, and as such agreed that followers of Islam would not face persecution and would be treated as equal. The evolution of Islam. Up until his death in 632 AD, Muhammad continued to be visited by the angel Jibril, who shared more of Allah's teachings. 5 core practices make up the basis of the religion of Islam, and they are Shahada, the act of declaring of the bullshit and belief in Allah and the Prophet Muhammad; Salat, the act of praying 5 times a day; Zakat, the act of giving charity; Psalm, the act of fasting during the sacred month of Ramadan; Hajj, the act of undertaking the pilgrimage to Mecca at least once. There are now various different sects within the religion of Islam that follow different trains of thought, but all of them are based on the 5 pillars set out by Prophet Muhammad and the teachings he and the other 24 prophets shared. Islam now.
Let's bring out Habakkuk 2 verse 19. I'll bring out pull up the book from Babylon and Timbuktu. Page that I had sent you.
Come.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 19. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid open with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
Right, man. So how people serving these false gods, serving wood and stone, man. The Lord said it ain't no breath in them, man. So you know what I'm saying? Well, how people getting into these religions, man? These religions don't teach us nothing, man. Because what have our people learned by being in these religions, man? We still destroyed as a nation. So I dare anybody to show me how has any of these religions helped our people as a nation, man? You know what I'm saying? We serving wood and stone, we serving false God that's not gonna do anything or not gonna benefit us as a people, as a nation of people, man. Only thing like we keep going into, only thing that's gonna save us, is gonna benefit us is us, you know what I'm saying, serving our God, serving our power, Yahweh, through his son Yahweh, man. That's the only thing that's gonna profit us in the land of our captivity and be able to, you know what I'm saying, for us to rise up and be able to be delivered out of this captivity, man. Not by serving these false religions. Like we said, we understand our people, you know what I'm saying? We looking for our identity, but serving our these other hedonistic guys is not going to benefit us, man. That's not our identity. Our identity as a people is keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's our identity. That's the heritage that was given to us. He did not give us no religion, man. Give me Deuteronomy 4, verse 44. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 44. When Moses went up on Mount Sinai and came down, he did not present to us the religion of Christianity. He did not present to us the religion of Islam, man. We're gonna show what he gave to our people after he went up on Mount Sinai dealing with our power, man. We're gonna see what he came down and presented to our nation of people. Deuteronomy 4, verse 44.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 44. And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel.
So when Moses came down off Mount Sinai, he set the law, statutes, and commandments before us, man. And we enter into that covenant with the Most High. We said we were going to keep those law, statutes, and commandments. Moses didn't come down and say, "No, this is the Baptist church. This is the Baptist teachings that I'm presenting for the children of Israel." He did not come down and say, "Man, this is the Jehovah Witness teachings that I'm presenting for, you know what I'm saying, the children of Israel." He did not come down and say, "These are the Islamic teachings that are present before the children of Israel." Man, he came down and said, "These are the laws, you know what I'm saying, that are set for the children of Israel." Man, that's what we was given. We was not given a religion to follow, man. So, all right, you can read that.
Hey, let's get to Exodus. Let's get to Exodus chapter 20, man. Start verse 1.
All right, if you can zoom in a little bit on that too, I'll zoom in on it.
You start at verse 1.
Exodus chapter what up?
Exodus 20, start verse 1.
The book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 4.
No, start at verse 1.
Verse 1.
Yeah.
In the book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 1. God spoke all these words, saying, "I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Keep going up.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, or serve them. But how the Lord thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me."
Con, man. So the Most High told us not to make any graven image and don't bow down to him. So with you going off into Islam, man, what are you doing? You serving another God, as you said. They bow down. They got to make that pilgrimage to Mecca at least once and bow down to that Kaaba stone, man. The Most High told us not to do that, man. So he didn't give us no image to bow down to, man. He didn't tell Moses to come down with a likeness of himself. Moses came down with a set of laws, statutes, and commandments, man. He didn't send Moses down with the image of what the Most High looked like. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't want us bound down to worshiping anything, man. Any likeness of anything, whether in heaven, earth, and the sea beneath, man. So the fact that these guys are, bowing down worship this Kaaba stone, same with Christianity, man, with them, having that cross up there, man. The Most High didn't tell you to worship that cross. That cross is an instrument of death, man. That I say you put the death on, man. So what would have happened, man, if instead of Yahushua being nailed to that cross, man, say they just tied him up, strung him up, and slit his throat or something, let him bleed out, man? Well, you're gonna have a noose and a knife. You're gonna put that up on your wall and bow down to it. That is not something to be worshipped, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, when the Most High tell you, it's it's plain to be on. It's not a dark sentence right here, man. He said, "Don't bow down to any graven image, man." You know what I'm saying? So I know brothers, they may see you with a picture or whatever on the wall with Yahweh Shai and more truer image of what he would look like. But we're not bowing down and worshiping that image, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you go off of Islam, man, you bow down and worship that cobblestone, man. You bow down to another god. Same with Christianity, man. You bow down to that cross, or you bow down to the Mother Mary or whatever, man. The Most High told you not to do that, man. But yet our people love to be like the other nations, man. They the most stubborn people on earth, man. As we often talk about, man. If the Most High would have chosen any other nation of people, say for instance these Ishmaelites as his chosen people, they would have been repentant. Look what they willing to do in the name of Allah, man. You know what I'm saying? So how much so for the one and true God, the one true God. You know what I'm saying? But yet our
That's
people,
right.
man, are coming back to the one true God. They want to go serve all these false gods who are no gods. That's how you know the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites, man. We the most, our nation, people, the most stubborn people on the face of this earth, man. When you try to bring them out, they don't want to hear. They don't even want you to read to them out the book of the law, man, the Bible. Talking to them, they want you to shut the book and start talking with your own words, man. They don't want you to say "Thus says the Most High," man, because they're used to that when they go to these Christian churches and stuff, man. They used to the pastor reading a verse or two, and shutting it down,
Right.
and giving his own opinion, man. Telling some uh Joe was a story, man, about by himself, the kids, or something else. So what I'm saying, other than what the Bible actually says. So when we come to him, we preach what the Most High says, man. Thus says the Lord. They don't want to hear that, man. It's like it's been programmed into all of them, man, to say, well, I want to hear what you got to say. Nah, man, I'm gonna tell you what the Most High says, man. I'm not here to tell you my opinion. I'm here to tell you what the Most High sent me to tell you, man. Same with Islam, man. It's like they don't want to hear, as you said. I mean, what prophecies they got? What prophecies do they have to tell their people about what's occurring in the world today, man? You know what I'm saying? That the Most High getting ready to send his only begotten Son back, man. What warning is going out in that false religion? What warning is going out? That's all I got, man. I can read this article. You got anything, Tabak?
I ain't got that.
I got a precept. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 27, saying to a stalk, thou art my father, and to a stone thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me in their face, but in the time of their trouble they will say, arise and save us. And that's what our people did, man. We turn our back to the Most High God and start serving these false gods, man. These false idols. It says, saying to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. Man, now people over there serving and worshiping that damn cobblestone like it brought our people forth, like it gave life, like it created the heavens and the earth, man. That's our people to the T. You know what I'm saying? Our people turn our back on our true power, our true God. You know what I'm saying? And we serving these other nations' idols, man. So we're gonna see one of the ways how we got, you know what I'm saying, forced into serving this false religion. This is the book, this is the book, Babylon, the Timbuktu. I'm finna read it. Just read that whole paragraph. You can zoom in a little bit more. That's all you can go in.
If I go in anymore, man, I won't be able to read it because it's gonna take too long.
Okay. Yeah. Well, just read that whole paragraph, man.
It says, in the year 627, the battle of the Foss occurred. The Jewish tribes were defeated by the armies of Muhammad. 700 Jews were gathered in the marketplace and offered the alternative, the Quran or the sword. But the devout Jews were accustomed to martyrdom. They did not hesitate their choice. Muhammad carried out his bestial threat, execute the Jews, and the women were sold.
Come, man. So they gave us two choices. You know what I'm saying? They told us, our people, look, you're either gonna get down with this religion or you're gonna get put to death, man. So they did the same thing to all these Arabs, did the same thing to our people that the so-called
God.
white man did. You know what I'm saying? They forced their religion on us, man. They say either you're gonna get put to death, you're gonna get, you know what I'm saying, the sword, or you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, follow behind this religion. If our people wanted to stay alive, they had to do it. They converted to Islam, man. They converted to that false religion. So these nations, all these nations, when they captured us, they was making us, you know what I'm saying, serve their gods, or we had to be put to death, man. And we the Lord did not, you know what I'm saying, because most of these Arabs, their forefather goes back to Ishmael. You know what I'm saying? We know Arabs is a mixed group of nations in there, but the majority of the Arabs, you know what I'm saying, their forefather goes back to Ishmael. And the Lord did not make the covenant with Ishmael. You know what I'm saying? But they feel like since Abraham is their father, there, you know what I'm saying, they can have a hold of the covenant too, but that's not the case. So let's give me Genesis 17:19. Because yeah, their father is Abraham too. They descend from Abraham. But who did the Lord choose out of Abraham? Because Abraham had he had 8 sons out of, if I ain't mistaken, 7 or 8 sons. But he did not choose all of those. Ishmael was not the chosen one, man. We're gonna see who the chosen seed came through from Abraham. So Genesis 17 verse 19, then Genesis 21 verse 10.
The book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 19. And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac. And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him.
Right. So that's who the covenant was established with. Isaac, man. Abraham, Isaac, and through Jacob, not Abraham and Ishmael, man. And we're gonna see what the Lord did with Ishmael. Genesis 21, verse 10.
The book of Genesis, chapter 21 and verse 10. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, Cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even Isaac.
That's right, man. So look, who is the son of the bondwoman? Ishmael, man. So they're not gonna be heirs with her. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael is gonna be a servant to us, just like all the rest of the nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Ishmael was not given, you know what I'm saying, made a covenant with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They tried to stake claim to it. They had like, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is dealing with them. He's not dealing with them, man. As far as the covenant goes, you know what I'm saying? They're just another nation of people that was created to serve the nation of Israel, just like every other nation on this earth. So in Romans 9, verse 7.
I got you. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
Break that down right quick. Like, I got to do something.
So that just goes along with what you just said, that the chosen seed comes through Isaac. You know, Ishmael may have been Abraham's firstborn. It may have been Abraham's firstborn, but the promises wasn't made with Abraham and Ishmael. It was made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So through the line of Isaac comes the chosen seed. The so-called Arabs come through Ishmael, man. So although they're children of Abraham, they are not the chosen people, man. And you know, as we read earlier, man, the Israelites are the prophets of the Most High, man, not the Ishmaelites, man. So this is just another false religion that was forced upon our people, and you can see in the book we just read from Babylon to Timbuktu, they were doing the same damn thing that the Edomites did when we came over here, man. What they do, they stripped us of our religion. I mean, excuse me, of our identity, and forced upon us their religion. You know what I'm saying? Stripped us, stopped us from keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and forced upon us their religion. You know, they forced upon us Sunday worship. You know, white Christ over in the Arab slave trade. It was Islam, man. They did the same damn thing. So they did, and as you said, you read Psalms 83, man. You know, the Ishmaelites are the number 2 enemy that's listed after Esau, man.
Right.
So Most High has the Most High is going to recompense them for forcing this false religion upon us, man. And then
I was just about to touch on now.
Now our people are willingly going off and serving these other gods, man, which are no gods, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's as we talk about all the time too, man. You know, you got a so-called smartphone, but the people who holding their phone ain't too smart, man. If you can't take out your phone and just research the information that's coming out by not only us brothers, man, but about other camps that are teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, that we the chosen people of the Most High. We must come back to His law, statutes, commandments. If
That's
you
right.
can't take it, if you can't take your smartphone out and look that up, man, then how smart are you really, man? You willingly being complicit in our people still serving other gods, man. That's why we in this captivity now, man, because these hard head ass Jakes they don't want to come back
Con,
to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, man.
Come.
And you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe some of us out of fear, man, because they know that coming back to these laws, man, coming back to the fact that we Israel, man, you're gonna be targeted, man, because you can claim to be anything else on this earth, man, aside from who we really are. If you want to
Right.
be, you know, you want to go off into Islam, you be a Christian, be a Buddhist, uh, Egyptologist or whatever, man, Scientology, nobody's gonna really persecute you for that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's when you come
Come.
back to these commandments, man, that you've been targeted, man. That now it's a
con,
problem. Why is it a problem? Because they know that we are the people of the book, man,
That's right.
and they want to keep you going off into these false religions, man. So it's you know it's like in prison, man. As I said, I read that article. Oh, the eight you know about 80% of religious conversions are to Islam. Now in prison, man, they got more control over you than they do on the outside here. You know what I'm saying? So if Islam, if that religion was a threat to them, they would stop you. They would be more, you know, restrained on letting people convert. They would have more control over it. But on the outside, man, we're converting to our national, back to our nationality, and that's a problem for them, man. So that should tell you, man, that Islam is not the way, man.
Come. Got precept for you. In the book of Psalms, chapter 96, verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh made the heaven.
Come,
con,
I mean, the heavens was made by the Most High Yahweh, man. You know what I'm saying? The God of the Israelites, man, not the God
Come.
of the Muslims, the God of the Christians, but the God of the Israelites, man. He made the heavens, and
Right,
there's
man.
no
Even when
other
you
God
go into
besides Him.
the book of Quran, man, it points you and directs you to basically read the Bible. You going, he even tell you that
Come,
it tell you who the Lord chosen people are. You going to I think it's called Surah or something like that. Chapter 2, verse 122, it tell you that, you know what I'm saying, Israel is above all nations. So he can tell you that in their book, you know what I'm saying, that the Israelites are God's chosen people, you know what I'm saying? Because why? The Quran ain't doing that. Like we said, the Quran the unholy Quran is basically just a watered down version of the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? It just said, we read earlier that it said Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, taught with the Israelites, and basically he was, you know what I'm saying, observing them and getting their ways and all their customs and stuff and incorporating it to his religion, you know what I'm saying? So basically they just stole from our nation, man. They created their own religion to follow behind, man. So why are our people, you know what I'm saying, converting and submitting to a religion or something that was stolen from our people, basically, you know what I'm saying? So, but the Quran directs you to read the Bible and lets you know that God's chosen people are the nation of Israel. So it's something our
con,
people need to look into before they start converting to these to this religion, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, man, we have a lot of blacks, a lot of well, now I don't know too many Hispanics that are Muslim. You know, what I'm saying? I ain't met too many of them. But when it comes to the so-called black man, we feel like that's the religion that we should be in as black people. And like we said earlier too, the most of our people when they convert so-called, you know what I'm saying, join this religion, it be mostly in prison, you know what I'm saying? That's most of the time why people convert to being a Muslim is in prison. Because I know a girl that I work with, she told me her son is a Muslim. And guess what? When he became a Muslim, when he was incarcerated, man. So, you know what I'm saying? A
come, man.
form of captivity. Just like we just read in the book of Babylon and Timbuktu, man. They gave us you know what I'm saying, the choice. Muhammad gave us the choice to either choose what to be put to death or, you know what I'm saying, convert to Islam and a form of captivity, man. No, so
Come.
con.
uh,
And it, just like Zeke touched on Psalms 83, and it just like when they took up this crafty council, man, these people got think tanks where they come together and they think a way to destroy And like Psalms 83 said, they found out a way to cut us off from being a nation. Like you said, when they build the school system, they build everything for a trap for us to go to prison. So when we get in prison, they teach us Islam religion. When we out of prison, they trick us into this Christianity religion. And then the first, like Zeke said earlier, the first two nation God name in this is Edom and Ishmaelite. Edom created Christianity. Ishmael created Muslim. So these two people, they that's our main focus. Those are our main two enemies right there.
Man, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath. You were delivered unto your enemies, for you provoked him that made you and sacrifice unto devils and not to God. That's what, you know, somebody, the Lord, like you said, that's the reason why the Lord delivered us into the hand of our enemies, right? Because we were serving these nations, other gods. So the Lord said, look, since y'all want to serve their gods, I'm going to make you serve them. You know what I'm saying? That's why we serve our enemies. And it said because we move God to jealousy. You know what I'm saying? We sacrifice unto devils. So these other gods that we're worshiping, that we're sacrificing to, when we go into these Christian churches, you sacrifice unto devil. When you go into these Muslim mosques, you're sacrificing to devils, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord did not want to destroy whole as a nation, but we had to be delivered into our enemies for what? For punishment, man. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know what I'm saying? We learning, we don't learn who we are. The truth is coming out in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, truth is spring out of the earth, man. The truth is coming out. The truth that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American are the Israelites, man. So since the truth is out there, it is no reason, man, that our people should be ignorant and to follow behind, you know what I'm saying, these false religions, man. I'm pretty sure that a lot of those celebrities that's in these false religions, man, they don't heard this the true doctrine, the true gospel being preached before, man. Because I think even Ice Cube, you know what I'm saying, he was one saying, you know what I'm saying, that black people, that he knew he was an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So these a lot of these celebrities, if you on the internet, it ain't no way you're not gonna come across a Hebrew Israelite video. It just ain't no way, man. Even if you're not looking for it. So, you know what I'm saying? Before I came into the truth, I wasn't looking for no Hebrew Israelites. You know, I never knew what a Hebrew Israelite was, man. I was on the internet, you know what I'm saying, searching up Illuminati and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, I started seeing black Hebrew Israelite videos popping up, you know what I'm saying, up under the for my recommendation. I'm like black Hebrew Israelite. So, you know what I'm saying, I clicked on the video and it was a route from there because everything they were saying was true because why they wasn't speaking their own words, man. They were speaking straight from the book, and all the questions that I always looked for answer for, man, it was right there in the book the whole time. Then they had me wondering, like, man, I've been going to church for these years. Why I never heard none of these scriptures brought out, man. You know what I'm saying? None of them. So it ain't no way that these celebrities should be ignorant, still following behind these false religions when the truth is out there, man. So,
Yeah, I got a precept for you. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he should put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he had destroyed you. Hey man, I mean, all you gotta do is, as I was saying earlier, man, use that smartphone, do a quick Google search, yoke of iron. You're gonna see who comes up, man, with a yoke of iron around their neck, man. So-called Negroes, man. That's just who the Bible was talking about, man. It's so-called Negroes, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But it's gonna show you who had it. And you're not gonna see the Edomites with a yoke of iron around their neck, any Moabites, any Ammonites, any Ishmaelites. It's talking about us, man. And he said that we were gonna serve our enemies, which the Lord should send against thee. You know, back when we read that book of the Babylon and Timbuktu, who came against us? The Ishmaelites, man. You know what I'm saying? We were made to serve under them in one of all things, man, to include their so-called religion, man. So it's talking about us, man. We are the people that of the book, man, that the Most High is talking about, man. We are those people, man. We are
that's
those
right.
people who served our enemies, man, in want of all things. You know, here in Babylon, I think we touched on it in the last class, man. If you want education, you got to go to them, man. If you want
Yep.
food, you got to go to them. We don't own the grocery stores, man. We don't own, even if you own a clothing line, man. I mean, who's really in control? They are, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at what happened to
Con,
Kanye, man. Then they shut down his shoe line or whatever, man, that he had. Yeah. So I mean, they are in control, man. We got to go to them for one of all things, man. The Bible's talking about us. So it's amazing how people can't receive this, man. That's how you know the Most High has that spiritual blindness on, man. Because that paragraph right there, to us, man, that was plain to be understood when you read that.
con,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, how can you misread that? How can you interpret that to be anything else, man? He said we were going to serve our enemies. He said we were going to serve our best friends, our pal, our buddy. He said we're going to serve our enemies, man. We are the nation of people who served in captivity under all nations of people, man.
that's
I
right.
urge our people, man. You know, just do some research, man. Pray, turn from your sin, keep the laws of the Most High, and ask Him to give you this understanding, man. That He open your spiritual, your spiritual ears up, man, so that you can hear this word that's been brought out by the men that He sent to bring this word to you, man. Not only
Con,
this camp, but other camps out there, man. You got other camps, bringing out this word too, man. You know, in these last days, the Most High has woken brothers up, man. He's giving you passage according to his heart, his mind, man.
con,
So, and these passages going to feed you with his knowledge and understanding, man, of the scriptures. Thus says the Most High, His word, man. The law, statute, and commandments, which have not been done away with, man. I don't even know how you can read this book and claim that the law, statute, commandments have been done away with. You got to completely turn the book upside down, and I don't even know how you get that out of this.
con.
But these false religions, man, are keeping our people in sin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though Islam they observe the dietary law, I mean it's still false religion, man.
That's right.
It's another false religion that was forced on us, just like Christianity was forced on us here in America. And now people go to these prison systems, as you brought out, there's another form of captivity, and they convert to Islam, man. That's not going to bring you, man. That's not going to bring you this eternal life, man, salvation that's been promised to us, man. Only you coming back to your nationality, keeping the Most
Con,
High's law, and faith of the Son, Mashiach Yahweh Shai, is going to do that, man.
that's right.
You go around preaching Allah and Muhammad, you're going to remain in the congregation of the dead, man. You're going to get the same judgment as your enemy's going to get, man, as your
Con.
oppressor's going to get. You go into that lake of fire right along with them, man.
Yeah, man, you got a lot of our people. They always say, well, you know what I'm saying? Every religion say the next religion is a false religion. So, you know what I'm saying? How we know what y'all saying is the true way to true path to follow behind is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 21. Produce your cause, said the Lord. Bring forth your strong reason, said the King of Jacob. Let them bring them forth and show us what should happen. Let them show the former things, what they be, that we may consider them, and we know the latter end of them, or declare us things far to come. Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. Yea, do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed and behold it together. So, you know what I'm saying? The reason why we know what we're saying is true. The reason why we know that this Bible is the true word of God, because it showed us the former things, right? It showed us the things since the beginning, since creation. It showed us the things that were going to happen throughout history, man. And we can go in history right now and show you that what was promised, things that were prophesied before they happened, they came to pass, man. We can go into the scriptures and show you that America was going to be created. You know what I'm saying? We can go into the scriptures and show you how America is going to be destroyed by Russia, by China. You know what I'm saying? As we see, you know what I'm saying, things are heating up now with it. That's how we know this is the true word of God. Show me any other book or any other God, so-called God or religion that our people are into that can produce that, you know what I'm saying, that can show us these things that's happening on the earth today. There's only one book that can do that, man. That's how we know the God that we serve is the true God. You can't go into the book of Quran and show us Russia in the Quran. You know, so you can't go into the book of Quran and show us China and you know what I'm saying, America. You cannot go in there and show us that, man. That's how we know that's a false religion. And even though Christianity, you know what I'm saying, they use the right book, but they not, you know what I'm saying, teaching the correct doctrine, because they not going into the scriptures showing us, you know what I'm saying, what the things that are going on earth and what's gonna happen, man. They don't know what's going on. So that's how we know what we're following is the truth, man, because everything that the prophets spoke, you know what I'm saying, since the beginning has came to pass, and instead, you know what I'm saying, continue coming to pass, man. Like the Lord said, his word should not come back void, man. Everything that we was taught by the men that were before us, you know what I'm saying, the core foundation doctrine, it's true, man, and we stand on that, man. So, y'all brothers, you got anything else y'all want to bring out?
No, I'm good.
All right. Y'all brothers ain't got nothing else, man. Finna go ahead and end class, man. We hope everybody got edified off of this. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be doing another class tomorrow. So y'all tune in that class too. With that, we say shalom.
Shalom.